What is up, everybody? Spektrades is back here, and in this video we're going over our London Killzone strategy trading. Before we get started on the video, make sure to give me a follow on Instagram at Spektrades. This is where I am most active at. If you have any questions, make sure to give me a DM on Instagram at Spektrades. Let's hop back in the video. So right here is the criterias that we'll be looking for, right? So the time is from 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for your time zone, you can just change it. Just look online on just based on these times right here, but I am in the USA, so this is the time that I use, 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. and then the confluences we'll be using: waiting for the Asian highs / lows to be swept. We'll wait for our fair value gaps to be present, our old highs / lows to be cleared, our stop hunts to be present. And as we know that the Asian session usually creates the accumulation of liquidity, and then London session will come and sweep the liquidity, giving us our manipulation before going down lower, right? So, or the Asian session will create our liquidity like this to then sweep the lows based on the trend, right? To then continue the trend. And then we have our change of character / break of structure to be present, and then we have to understand our higher time frame bias, and we have to understand the key levels where price may draw to. This is our draw liquidity. This will be our take profit zones. And then we understand our previous day's highs and lows to see where the price was at yesterday, just for us to just understand where we are currently at in the markets. And then we'll scale down to the lower time frames, the 15 minutes, the 5 minutes, and the 3 minutes to see our confirmation entries. And then we'll execute with proper risk management. So you can write all of this down right here when you are trading the London Killzone, just for you to just refer back to this, just so you can know that you are alignment with this strategy. Without further ado, let's get straight on the charts, just for us to go over exactly how to execute it. Now that we're back on the charts, as you can see, this is the EUR/USD pair right here. I have sent out a weekly outlook for this pair, so make sure you guys watch the weekly outlook video. This was our main draw on liquidity. My bias for the weekly was bearish, so so just like I stated, I will be mainly only looking for sales, because sales will be more profitable for me during this week. For us, let's just do our quick top-down analysis. So boom, so on the 4-hour session, right, boom, just like we already know the weekly, we don't have to do our weekly analysis again, because we already stated that our weekly analysis is bearish. So we can just start on the 4-hour, right? So on the 4-hour, we can see that price mitigated this bearish engulfing order block right here. Boom, price came up and wicked right through it and give us a rejection wick before purging through these old lows right here. Now let's get down to the 1-hour to just see more price action. I had already marked this up for you guys, just so you can just so we can just go through it fast and just understand it, right? So as we can see, price came right here, right? These old lows right here, this was our swing low, 1 low, 2 low, and then 3 lows. So this right here is our swing low, just like ICT states. And then we have our liquidity highs right here. So this low came in and sweep these old lows, boom, and tap into our 4-hour order block to then come and give us a change of character. So price was once in a bullish trend to now looking to go bearish, boom. So now that we understand that our main range is from this high to this low right here, really this low right here, because price failed to push price higher and then came back lower. So our main range is from this high to this old low right here. And then now let's scale down to the 15 minutes just to see more price action. And now on the 15-minute time frames, I have sent this exact setup right here in the free Telegram. If you guys are not in Telegram, so make sure you guys check the first link down below. Is the free Telegram, where I'll be sending weekly outlooks and just updates throughout the week on just these setups, right? On just the setup that I just see, right? I'm not going to send setups every single day, and there are not signals, guys. There are not signals that I'm sending. So make sure you guys just go on your charts and just look through them, right? So as we can see, I have sent 2 zones right here, right? We have 2 zones that I have marked up. Right here, this zone right here, I was not really too confident in it, but we did see price leave us a fair value gap right here, wrong. So I was kind of hoping that price would come and fill in this fair value gap, but I was not really too into it, because as you can see, this is our Asian range indicator, boom. This is I always state this right here, it's called range box by nephew Sam. This is all these are the settings for it. So you guys can just go on it and just pick the colors for yourself. You guys don't want the gray color. So this is all the settings for it. It's called Range Box by Nephew Sam. And just like I stated in the confluences, right? The Asian session will create our accumulation of liquidity. As we can see, during the Asian session, price was just accumulating liquidity. And since we know that we are in a downtrend, we are looking to sell the Asian highs, right? During London session, price will come and clear the Asian highs, tap into our point of interest to then sell lower. Boom. And just like we stated, this is exactly what happened. So right here is our risk entry, our first entry. Boom. You could place your entry right here, right at the open of the order block. And then your stop loss will be right at the high. And where we're targeting our recent lows, our Asian lows right here, right? You can take a small profit right here, just like I stated in the strong highs / weak lows video. You can stake your profit right here, boom, and then you can take the final profit right here. So boom, as you can see, price came up, sweep these old highs, sweep our Asian highs, boom, and then started purging lower. But if you want a more confirmation entry, this is where you have to be live on the charts, right? You have to be actively trading. And as we can see, price is, all of this is happening during our London kill zone from 2 a.m. boom to 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? So for your time zone, you can just pick it for yourself, right? So, but for me, I mainly use just 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. Boom. So now let's go down to the 3 minutes, just like I stated, just for us to see more price action, right? So if we just want a more confirmation entry. So as we can see, price came in and swept these old highs right here. Give us swept these old highs and then came back and give us a breakup structure. You might be wondering, like, why didn't I use one of these lows right here? As we can see, this is our swing lows once again, right? We have one low, two lows, and then price came in and give us one low, another low. So 3 lows right here. This is our swing low. So I am hoping for price to come in and give us a breakup structure. If price didn't come up and give us a breakup structure right here, this zone right here would have probably not been one of my key zones to hold. But price came in and gave us a breakup structure. And then price builded this pool of liquidity right here, right? Just this little pool of liquidity, boom. So I am more confident in this, right? That this will be hold. So now this is my strong high. My main strong high is still above right here, right? This right here is still right here. That's my main strong high. But now that we are in a trade and now it's confirmed, my new strong high is from here to now these old lows right here. But I'm still targeting our Asian lows, as we state, right? So now we have a liquidity sweep and a breakup structure. So boom. So now, just like I state, you can either grab your fib, right? You can grab your fib, just like I state in the discount and premium video. We wait for price to come inside our premium zone for us to sell, and then but if we were in a buy format, we'll wait for price to come in discount for us to buy. Boom. So now, because we are looking for sales, we're waiting for price to come in premium before looking for sales. As you can see, inside of our premium zone, we see this IPA right here. That's aligned with this order block. Boom. Perfectly. And then this wick right here came and filled in this fair value gap. It came in and filled in this fair value gap and started pushing price lower. So then we could see that price came and tapped into it. But this high right here failed to give us a lower low. It failed to push price lower and give us a solid breakup structure. So that's just a slight indication for us, right? If we were live on the charts, that these old highs will get taken. So for us, we're still holding our trade right here. And then price came back up, swept it right here. And then our stop loss is going to be right at the high. Stop loss at high. Where we're targeting, this is our old lows. But for you guys that were not scared, I would say that took both entries. That probably would have taken both entries, I would say. So this is our risk entry, and then this could be your second entry, right? But for most people, they don't really trust this risk entry. So this confirmation entry is just better for them, right? So, but you have to be actively on the charts, and as you can see, it's still happening right inside of our London kill zone, right? It's still happening right inside of our London kill zone. So price came back up around 7:30, boom, tapped it once, and then came back down lower, and then retested it right here, right? On this retest right here, as you can see, price just started dropping hard lower, right? Because our entry was already confirmed with this breakup structure right here. This breakup structure already confirmed that price was looking to go lower right here. So even though price came back up and retested, we are just more confident in our trade because price already gave us a solid breakup structure right here. So our stop loss right here, we're targeting old lows. And as we can see, for the confirmation entry is better RR also. So as you can see, for the risk entry, you have a 124R And then for the confirmation entry, you could catch you a quick 1 to 7R. So boom, so this is the first trade right here for our London session, strategy, right? So this was on Euro USD, right? So first we went from the higher time frames to now the lower time frames, right, for us to catch our confirmation entry. I hope this makes sense. Now let's look at another chart for us to just make more understanding, right? And now we are looking at the pair NZD USD, right? So for NZD USD, just like I stated in the weekly outlook, I was looking for price to come and give us a retest of these old lows right here. Perfectly, right? Price just came in, wick right through it, a rejection wick, boom, and just started pushing price lower. So now that price tapped into our higher time frame zone, now let's scale down even more to the lower time frames just to see more action, right? More price action forming. And then right here, as we can see, this was our swing low. Once again, one low, two lows, and then another low. So boom, right here is our swing low. We're looking for a change of character in these old lows right here, right? So as we can see, price was once in a bullish format, and then price came in and give us a change of character right here, changing the character of price from being bullish to now wanting to go bearish. And I also send this this exact setup right here on my free Telegram also, right? For the for everybody that noticed, I also send this also. So now let's go down to the 15 minutes just for us to just see more price action. So for me, I was observing two point of interest. I usually observe two point of interest. If one don't work, I know the other one will probably hold. So right here was just our clear order block. I was not really confident in this right here. There wasn't really too much liquidity and build it under it, just like we see here. Just like I state, when we were in a downtrend on the higher time frames, we're looking for the Asian highs to get swept, and when we're in a uptrend, right, if we're looking for price to go up, price will just build liquidity on the Asian range, and then the lows will get swept for us to just go higher, right? So for me, this is where as we can see, this strong bullish order block right here came and swept through these old highs and then give us a formal breakup structure on the 15 minutes time frame, right? So this is a strong breakup structure of these old lows, and then came back up and give us this liquidity high right here. So right here, as we can see, we're expecting for this high right here. This is like I state, right here is our risk entry. You can just place your trade right at the open. I was expecting for price to come in, fill this imbalance right here. As we can see, this wick right here failed to close in with this gap right here. It failed to fill in the gap completely, right? So this is just suspicious for me right here. So I was expecting for price to come in, tap into this IPA, this imbalance fill, and then give me a rejection, right? So right here is your risk entry. You can just place your entry right at the open, and then your stop loss right at the high, right? But for some more people, they need more price action, right? They just need more proof to just get into the trade, right? So that's why we'll use our confirmation entry. But for our take profit, right, just like I stated in the strong highs in weak lows video, we will always use our recent lows to target our take profit, right? We'll not be just get greedy. We won't get greedy and just looking for price. We see this big sell right here, and then looking for price to just keep selling down lower. Because what did price do? Price started reversing right here, right? So boom, you would have just catch you a good sell entry and then not take your profit at these old lows, and then you will just give away all your profits away, right? So we'll never get greedy and just take our profits right at these old lows, right at the recent lows. So this is our risk entry, and it's happening right inside of our kill zone, 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. Now let's scale down to the 3 minutes for us to just see more price action. And now on the 3 minutes, we're looking for the same exact thing, the same exact pattern, just like I have marked up here, liquidity sweep, and then we are looking for a breakup structure, right? So this is our swing low. This is 1, 2, and then 3. So this is our swing low. We're looking for a price to just tap into this old low right here. Let me just remove all these drawings. And then price gave us a breakup structure, and then we could easily expect a slight reversal because we see this imbalance fill in this old high. So price came in, use this old high to give us a reversal. So so how can we enter inside of this range right here, right? Where is the point of interest, you might say, Spektrades? So right here, we could just grab our OTE. A lot of people was asking me for my fib entries, right? So if you're one of those people, this is my fib entries. So 0, 1, 0.62, 0.709, the 0.705, and the 0.788. For me personally, I mainly only use the 0.709, the 0.705, the 0.709, the 0.79, and the 0.88, right? So as we can see, price came to the extreme. Me personally, I mainly only use the 0.79 range, right? Because sometimes price will not crawl all the way back up to the 0.788, just like it did here. Even though it did it here, not all the time, I would say, right? Based on my back testing, right? Not all the time price will then crawl back up here to the 7.88, right? To the 0.788. Only sometimes it does this, right? So for you to just catch an entry and just get in a trade, I always suggest you just place your trade either at the 0.709, 0.705, as you can see. That will yield you a quick 1, 2, 3, or you can just place it in the 0.709, where it's gonna yield you a good 1, 2, 5, right? So boom. So this is your confirmation entry. As you can see, price came up, give us our pattern, our sideways liquidity pattern, just like I stated in the liquidity video. Make sure you guys watch that video also. As you can see, price is crawling to our point of interest, giving us all these old lows right here. I'm giving guys all these gems right here, right? So the ones that follows this right here and goes on their charts and just do this, you will get this right here, right? I'm giving it away all for free, as you can see, right? So price is just crawling back up. This is our sideways pattern liquidity, just like I stated in the liquidity video. Price purged through it, and then what we're looking for all these old lows to get purged, and where we're targeting these old lows right here for our final take profit. So boom. So this was our confirmation entry. So anybody that didn't want to trade the risk entry, you could just, if you're live trading, right? Only if you're live trading, because you have to be on the markets, actively looking at the markets, right? So it's still happening right inside of our range around 7:30. It's not 8 a.m. yet. Price came back up, wick into it, tap into our 0.709 range / 0.88 OTE range, and then where we're targeting down these lows, and then stop loss at high. It's like we see right here, we're targeting right at these old lows right here. Boom. So price just comes and just purge down lower. As you can see, for the risk entry, you would get a quick 1, 2, 3, but for the confirmation entry, you're just gonna get a quick 1, 2, 5. So boom. A lot of people would probably looking for price to go lower, but as we can see during New York session, when New York session started around 8 a.m. That's me. That's where I personally trade at, around 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Price reverses, right? So because price comes and give us a breakup structure, it saw the breakup structure. After every breakup structure, prices then give us a slight pullback. Price then give us a slight pullback right here, and then keeping price lower right here. So that'll be it for the video right here. I hope you guys understand now our London Killzone strategy. During the Asian session, price will accumulate liquidity and then sweep the old highs when we're in a downtrend to then push price lower. During an uptrend, price will just, during the Asian session, price will create liquidity, sweep the old lows, and then push price higher right here. So Asian session accumulates liquidity, and London session gives us the manipulation for us to go lower right here. I hope this video helped a lot of people, and make sure to comment down below any video that you guys want me to do down below, right? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Spektrades out.